Each video takes a little bit of time, so we're going to finish with 6.4, video 3. Scott's a travel agent and is paid on variable commission. He is married and claims 4 withholding allowances. We'll keep that in mind for later. He receives 3% commission on the first $20,000 in sales. 3% on first $20,000 in sales. 4% on the next $10,000 in sales. And 6% of all sales over $30,000. We'll come back to this. Okay. This week he has sales of $45,550. The following deductions: FICA tax, Medicare tax, federal withholding tax, state disability insurance, state withholding tax, a retirement contribution of $45, a savings bond of $50, and a charitable contribution of $20 are deducted. Find his net pay. I'm going to list these deductions over here to the side so they don't get lost. So part A, we're going to find the FICA tax, also called Social Security. Part B, Medicare tax. Part C, federal withholding tax. Part D, state disability insurance. Part E, state withholding tax. F would be our other category, okay? And that's where we would take our retirement contributions of $45, also our savings bond of $50, and our charitable contributions of $20. Okay? Let's figure out how much our gross paycheck would be for Scott based on his sales of $45,550. Okay? $45,550 means he's going to use all of that first category, $20,000, and all of the next category, $10,000. And then for the amount over $30,000, we're going to take the entire maximum and subtract the $30,000 to find the $15,550 left in category 3 for sales. In the first category, we're going to use all $20,000 in sales and multiply by 3% to get $600. In the next category 2, we're going to use all $10,000 in that category times 4% commission for $400. And in category 3, we already calculated that there's $15,550 in this category, and it's paid at 6%, or $933. Our gross paycheck is going to be our category 1 commission, our category 2 commission, and our category 3 commission for a total of $1,933 for our gross pay. And we're going to use that to find each one of these deductions. The first deduction for FICA is our 6.2%, and we're going to use the entire $1,933 times 0.062. I'm going to round the FICA tax answer as $119.85. Part B is our Medicare tax, which is 1.45%. Again, take the entire gross paycheck and multiply by the decimal equivalent 0.0145 for a total of $28.85. And again, rounding this answer is 3 cents. I'm going to save Part C because I don't want to accidentally use withholdings in Part C, because in Part D, E, and F, I don't use withholdings. So I saved the Part C for last so that when I use withholdings, it's the only calculation using withholdings. Part D, state disability insurance, is 1%, taking our 1,933 times 0.01, we get $19.33. Part E, state withholding. And if they don't give you an amount, the textbook says to use 3%. Okay? So we're going to use our entire $1,933 times 0.03. And that's $57.99. Part F is all those other calculations that were listed, or other deductions. The $45 for retirement, the $50 for a savings bond, and the $20 for a charitable contribution. And that's a total of $115 that's deducted from your paycheck. Now let me go back to Part C, our federal withholding. To calculate the federal withholding, we're going to go back and just remind ourselves of some of the information we need. For the federal withholding, we need to remember that there were 4 withholding allowances. We also need to remember that this person was married. And later on, it tells us that it's a weekly paycheck. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and come down here to Part C. And I found those tables that we needed. So I'm going to show those. Okay. For 1 weekly allowance, it's $77.90. And we're going to multiply that by 4 allowances. And that gives us a total of $311.60. And this is the amount we keep without tax. We're going to take that paycheck of $1,933 gross pay and subtract those allowances. For a total of $1,621.40. And this is what we use to look up in the table. Now again, I found the table for someone that's married, and this was a weekly payroll. We're going to try to find where $1,621.40 fits in between our columns. It looks like it would be here in row 3. So our federal withholding tax is $199.50 plus the 25% as a decimal would be 0.25, and the excess over, remember, is our subtraction. So our subtraction is going to take our table amount, our taxable income, $1,621.40, and subtract out what we have to be over, $1,613. Working on that subtraction, I have $8.40. Continuing with our order of operations, we would work on multiplication next for a total of $2.10 plus the $199.50, and our federal withholding tax is $201.60. The last part of this question is to find the net pay. So we're going to have to find our paycheck of $1,933 and subtract each one of our deductions. So going back, we're going to deduct $119.85. We're also going to deduct Part B, $28.03. Part C we had here at $201.60. Part D, our deduction was $19.33. Part E was $57.99. And Part F was $115 for other deductions. So we're going to calculate our $1,933 and subtract each one of these deductions. Working on that subtraction, we have a net pay of $1,391.20. And that ends section 6.4. Thank you.